Why do you do it, Teresa?
If you just let me explain my side.
Don't you see that continuing to lie to me just disrespects my love for you?
Will you stay out of this, Gwen?
No, I most certainly will not stay out of this.
Haven't you caused enough trouble?
Me? You're the trouble here, Teresa. You have been for
Look,
years.
just stop. Just both of you, please. Teresa, I'll never forget what you did for me. Your sacrifice and going to the execution chamber.
Do it again for you, Ethan.
I know you have feelings for me, but it's not enough. I need trust. I need honesty. And all I ever get from you is lies and deceit. We're going to bed.
Ethan, no, please, just let me explain. Teresa, you can talk to him in the morning, okay? No. See, I can't. I have to make him understand. Ethan, please. Please open the door.
I can't imagine how you must feel, Pilar. I am so grateful to have Antonio home after all these years, Eve. But I'm afraid of what will happen when he learns about Luis and Sheridan being in love and engaged to be married.
Yeah, but it's up to us to make sure that he doesn't hear the truth too soon. Now, I know that you're worried about your son's coming to blows over Sheridan if he hears the truth. But I am worried that the shock will literally be too much for Antonio's system.
What do you mean by that?
He's very ill, Pilar. And we need to do everything that we can to make sure he doesn't hear the truth until he's strong enough to bear it.
Yes, Mama, I'll go back to bed. But not just yet. First, I'm going to poke around a bit and see if I can't find out what people aren't telling me.
You know, I don't know how many times or ways I have to say that I agree that it was unfair.
It was more than unfair. You were so angry with me when I told you about Antonio. You tore into me without even giving me a chance to explain.
Okay, and I understand why you're angry. So just give me a chance. I can fix it, okay?
Now, I don't see how anything or anyone is going to be able to just fix this.
You're not even going to let me try.
Oh,
then,
don't
huh?
make me have to be the bad guy here.
I'm not.
I was so straightforward with you, but you chose not to be with me.
I didn't choose anything. It's just with everything that's going on around
God,
here.
it just slipped your mind.
Right, now, you're the one who's being unreasonable.
Do not tell me what I am being.
You're just mad because your little scheme didn't pan out.
There was no scheme, Mother.
Oh, no scheme. To make Sheridan dump Luis, huh? So that he come running back to you for a little comfort and a little bump in the night, huh?
You're disgusting.
So are you. Because the only thing you want is a wedding ring. I know you, little missy. You're already cooking up another scheme to get Luis back. But I know how I'm going to stop this mess, because I'm going to blow this whole thing right out of the water. And once I do, you will not be back in Luis's arms. And I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. I don't even have to say a word, because once Antonio sees the sparks between Sheridan and Luis, ooh, he's going to see how madly in love they are.
What is it, Charity?
Something's wrong. Do you want me to get a nurse?
No.
Hey, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just have a feeling that there's a lot of negative energy around us. Somebody doesn't wish us well, Miguel.
Kay, you are not an orphan.
Well, you sure as hell make me feel like one.
For you to even think such a thing. Evil took your cousin's mother away from her. My sister. You have no sympathy for me? Or for Charity?
Well, Evil did that. I am really shocked that you're not blaming me for it. Because I've got that whole evil connection thing going on, right? I mean, that's what you're accusing me of, isn't it? Besides, Mom, she wasn't an orphan for long. You and Dad took her in, and you started treating her better than you treat me, your real daughter.
Okay, just
get your hands off me, you bitch! leave me like this.
Teresa, listen to me. You're not helping your cause this way.
Teresa, honey, you're exhausted. You need some rest. Talk to Ethan in the morning. No, I have to make him understand it. Not with Gwen in there. See, by then, by morning, it could be too late. Understand, Ethan, please. Please. Please open the door.
I hate leaving her like this.
Please.
She'll be okay. She has Chad and Whitney in there with her.
I hope so.
Ethan, please.
Teresa, look, just listen to Whitney, okay? You gotta calm down. You gotta get a grip. You're only making yourself feel worse.
Well, what am I going to do? You know, because I can't lose him all over again. I'm not sure that you ever had him back. Oh, I did. See, we were bonding over the baby. You should have seen us together. We were like this family, you know? The family we were supposed to be.
I'm sorry, Teresa. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing worse than feeling like you're about to lose the person you love most of all. I'm very grateful that you and I are okay.
Miguel, I'm not imagining it. Somebody wants to hurt us. I feel all this negative energy around us.
Look, you've just barely regained consciousness after almost dying. It's not surprising that you're having some kind of reaction.
Miguel, this has nothing to do with my physical condition. This is real.
I know it feels that way. Okay, but think about it. Everybody loves you. I mean, you should have seen how upset everyone was when they thought they were going to lose you. No one is harboring any bad feelings towards you. Or us.
How could you? Oh, how could I? All I did was call you a bad name. But you know, you've done a lot worse than that by abandoning me as your daughter. You're my mother. Yet you still treat me like I'm some kind of problem that you wish you didn't have. So I may as well act like your bastard child.
No, I'm just saying that very weak right now, and we need to do all that we can to keep him calm and quiet.
Eve, I've known you a long time. You're keeping something from me.
Now you're starting to sound like Antonio.
Do not try to protect me. I am his mother. Now, are you telling me that the shock of finding out about Luis and Sheridan could kill my Antonio?
Look, I know that I must seem like a hypocrite.
Wow. You took the word right out of my mouth.
I can understand you being angry, because I know it must have seemed like I was using a double standard with you and Antonio, okay?
You made me feel terrible. You know, you made me feel like I had committed the biggest crime in the world for falling in love with someone else, even though I thought you were dead.
It was my own brother. Surely you can see why I lost my temper.
You see? You're doing it again. You're judging me for falling in love with Antonio, even though you did the exact same thing with Beth.
No, it was not the exact same thing.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It was totally different because you knew what you were doing when you made love to someone else. At least I had amnesia, so how dare you act all self-righteous with me?
Antonio!
Oh, Mrs. Wallace. Where's Beth?
Oh, I don't know. You know, she never tells me anything.
Well, I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Well, I hope so. But what are you doing out of bed? I had heard that you needed to take it easy.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, don't rat me out, because I was just getting a little restless, you know. Been in that bed too long. And besides, I think people around here are keeping a secret from me.
Oh, is that right? Oh. Well, maybe there's something I can do to help.
You hate me. You really hate me. Check yourself out, Mother.
You're the one who doesn't like me. You couldn't. Not when you always take everyone's side but mine.
Well, you see, Kay, that is so untrue, because I love all of my children equally.
Oh, except for Charity, you love her best.
Okay, stop it! You just stop it right now. I don't want to hear another negative word about your cousin or anyone else in our family. Now, I know that you are upset. But I am your mother, and I deserve your respect. And I am going to have it. Do you understand me?
Do I get to say something now?
Go ahead.
The difference in our situations is this. The second that I found out that you were still alive, I went to Beth and I broke off our engagement. Did she tell you that?
No.
Well, it's exactly what happened. I went to her house and I told her everything. And you know what? She was upset, but she understood because she knows that you're the love of my life. Now, I meant to tell you, but with everything that's going on, you know, Antonio and his accident at the cottage... Sheridan, I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you. I swear. Now, you, on the other hand, have gone out of your way not to tell Antonio about us. For some reason, you didn't seem fit to break things off with him, and well, now he thinks you guys are getting married, and he doesn't even have a clue about us.
No, just stop right there. I would have told Antonio a couple of times over if Dr. Russell hadn't warned me not to upset him.
I know, he's sick. But, I mean, how do you expect me to feel with you stringing him along like that? I don't know if you want to spend the rest of your life with him or with me.
I told you it was you.
Yeah, you did. But it took you an awfully long time.
Okay, you're right. But that's not what matters. I mean, the bottom line is that we shouldn't be blaming each other for what's going on here. You thought I was dead, and from what I could remember, I thought you were dead too. So you owe me an apology.
For what?
Ripping into me for starting to move on with my life when you did the exact same thing.
I just got finished explaining to you why it's not the
exact
same thing.
All right, you know what? We got a problem. We got a big problem.
Man, what is wrong with those two? She just got back. I thought they'd be in each other's arms by now.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe Sheridan doesn't know who she wants to be with.
I always thought Sheridan would drop Antonio and go back to Luis.
Well, even if she does, there's no guarantee things will be back on track again. You know, I remember Hank and myself growing up. Boy, we used to go at it. You know, nobody can fight like two siblings.
Well, I never thought about it like that because I have two girls and no boys. Whitney and Simone would never go against each other.
What are you talking about? When it comes to being competitive, there's no difference between brothers and sisters. You just wait till you girls get a crush on the same guy.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll work it out. My girls will never let a boy come in between them.
Don't worry, Charity. Everything is going to work out great for you and Miguel. Just like with me and Chad.
Listen to Simone, all right? She knows what she's talking about.
You really think everything's back to normal?
Absolutely. True love always wins out in the end. It has to.
You know, I know how disappointed you are. But could you possibly consider that maybe all of this is happening for a reason? Maybe now is the time for you to give up this fantasy about you and Ethan being a family together.
No, I can't do that. Whitney, I love Ethan with all of my heart, and I cannot just turn it on and off like a water faucet. I need him. Do you understand? My baby needs him. And I will not allow Julian to raise this child.
So he is the child's real father.
Look, hold on there, Whitney. I agree with Teresa on that one. Because there's no way in hell I'd want Julian Crane to be my father.
Just tell me, yes or no. Could Antonio die from the shock of finding out that Luis and Sheridan are engaged? Or are you worrying about things that you don't need to? Both Luis and Sheridan understand the importance of not saying anything to Antonio until he's stronger, or at least until we know more about his condition. Now, right now, it's you I'm concerned about. Me? Why? Do you need to ask? You lost your house in a fire. You thought you saw your daughter executed before your eyes. Miguel's girlfriend just barely made it through a heart transplant, and now you found out both your sons are in love with the same woman.
You are just a remarkably strong woman, Pilar.
It isn't me. I've been sustained by my faith.
And you're a lucky woman as well.
I don't know, Eve. I don't think my faith is going to be enough if I lose Antonio. Just tell me the truth. Could my son die?
Well, it sounds like Teresa's fit is over. You okay?
I will be. Just old wounds, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Chad, you're not the only one who thinks Julian Crane is a weasel. But he is the real father of Teresa's baby.
God, don't mind me. Only I could turn back the clock. I changed so many things.
But you can't, honey. But you know what? There are so many other options for you and your baby.
If you mean like starting to date so I can scout out a suitable husband and father for my child, I won't do it. I already know who the best husband and father in the world would be.
Teresa.
I am not doing this just for me anymore either. Okay? He deserves a father like Ethan. And Ethan would be the most positive role model I could ever imagine. That's why Ethan and I have to get past this one last tiny stumbling block, and then we can get married. And we can live happily ever after the way we were supposed to.
I've tried so hard to teach you the value of
Mom,
family.
you can't teach me anything. I've already learned everything I need to know from
Hey,
you.
that is enough. You hear me, all right?
What? What are you going to do? You're going to take away my allowance? You're going to ground me for a month? So what? I don't care about any of that anymore because I've already seen the handwriting on the wall. I have learned the biggest lesson of my life over the past 2 years. And do you want to know what that is? I've learned that I cannot depend on you or anyone else in my family. And I've learned that if I want to be happy, I have to reach out and snatch whatever it is that's going to make me happy because I'm not going to get it otherwise.
That is so not true, Cammie. Where does this awful thinking come
It
from?
comes from real life. It's not on the back of a box of tomato soup cake mix. You know what the kicker of it is? Everyone in this town thinks that you're some kind of super mom, Saint Grace. If they only knew how you didn't give a damn about me.
You know what, Kay? I don't even know what to say to that. And before I say or do something that I'm going to regret, I'm going to walk away and let us both calm down.
Oh, good excuse, Mom, but you know what? The truth is you're walking away because you can't take the truth when it hits you in the face.
I don't want to fight with you, all right?
All right, then admit you were wrong. Admit that you were wrong to accuse me of doing something that you did yourself.
It is true. I am worried about Antonio's condition.
It's not what I asked you, Eve.
All right, then. Yes. I am afraid that if Antonio finds out that Luis and Sheridan are engaged, that the shock could kill him.
Ever since I was brought in here, I've had the distinct feeling that someone's been trying to keep me in the dark about something. And when I asked, they said it was about who was going to pay my hospital bill. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, you know, I may know a way you can find out if something is being kept from you.
Really? How's that?
You know, I don't care what anyone says. Ethan and I will end up together the way we were always meant to. Dad, I mean, you believe that, don't you? I mean, you believe that he still loves me.
Teresa, look, it's not as simple as that, okay?
But it has to be. See, love is all that matters. I know. You know, maybe tomorrow when Ethan has calmed down, you could talk to him. He trusts your judgment.
Well, maybe he does, but I can't work miracles. I mean, Teresa, don't you get it? I mean, he's not... Look, I was talking with him earlier, and I might have gotten him to reconsider patching things up with you and working things out.
I mean, see, we were this close.
But then you blew it again with another lie. That hurt him really deep, Teresa. That reminded him of why he broke up with you in the first place.
But I tried to explain to him.
But a lie is a lie. I mean, you can't expect a man to put up with that.
I know. But I think that if he just, thinks about it, he'll realize that the only reason that I did that is because I didn't want to lose him. I'll make him understand. I will. You know what? Why don't you guys just go home now? I'm gonna be fine. Go, please.
Teresa, honey, what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to bed, of course. Hey, thank you very much for being here. You know, I don't know what I would have done without you. Come on. I gotta brush my teeth. Come on. Out.
You still worried about Teresa?
Actually, I was thinking about Simone and what complete hypocrites you and I are. I mean, here we are giving Teresa a lecture about deception, and we're doing the same exact thing to my little sister. I mean, we have got to tell Simone about us right now. Until we do, we're just as bad as Teresa.
You and Miguel will be together just like Chad and I will be. When two people are in love, nothing can get in their way.
Thank you, Simone. I know you're right. I have the worst feelings about the future.
Well, you've got to try to put them out of your mind. All right? You've got to concentrate on the positive if you want to get out of here.
Okay. You win, okay? How could I stay sick with everybody cheering me on?
Not everyone's cheering you on.
We will continue this after you have calmed down.
Well, don't count on that.
That is enough, Kate.
Don't you get it yet? I don't give a flying cake.
I don't believe that you were going to use that word.
Well, believe it. I think it'd make you happy I'm using curse words now because that just gives you another reason to hate me.
You know, I do not know what has gotten into you, young lady. But it has got to stop. You hear me? It has to stop.
What did you say to your mother to make her cry? Out of your business, Simone. Why is it my fault anyway? Oh, I know, because everything in this town that happens is my fault, right? Well, this time it isn't. It is not my fault that she likes Charity more than she likes me. That is not my fault. You want to know what I told her, Simone? I told her that it's good I finally wised up. Because then I'm not going to get hurt every day of my life all over again. I know that if I want to be happy, I have to make it happen. And I will. Miguel will be mine. I swear it. Haven't you learned anything from the pain you've caused? You can't try to get Miguel for yourself again.
Who said, Simone? I can and I will.
Hey, Sugar Bear. How about lifting? Don't tell me I interrupted some serious boy talk.
Sort of.
Is everything okay between you two?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be, Coach Russell?
Beats me. So, Sugar Bear, ride or no ride?
Sure. There's nothing more I can do around here. Night.
Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. If you don't count how guilty I feel in catching Teresa in that lie.
Gwen, that wasn't your fault. Teresa has brought this all on herself. You've been great.
You mean that?
Yeah, more than you know. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't stuck by my side through all this mess.
Ethan, I love you. I always have.
That's what I mean. You're amazing.
Those things that you said to Teresa about how trust is the most important thing in a marriage and that honesty is really the most important thing.
I meant every word.
Do you think that you and I could ever have a relationship like that?
We already do, don't we?
Bring it back. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. You should be in here with me. You should be in my bed.
Okay. That's better.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
I don't believe it. A real apology.
All right, I'm sorry about Beth. And I'm sorry about getting so angry about Antonio. But I wasn't angry at you. Right? I was just angry at the situation. Sheridan, you have to understand. I almost fell apart after I thought I'd lost you. Every night I dreamed that you'd come back to me, and as time went on, they got more detailed and clearer, and I could picture you, our reunion, everything. It was just the way it was before I'd lost you.
I understand.
I'm not sure you do. When you walked back into my life, I was so happy, and the love that we shared, it was like nothing could ever hurt us again. And then you told me that you were engaged to my brother. Do you have any idea how that made me feel when you told me that you guys were lovers?
But...
I know. You had amnesia, and you could barely remember me. You thought I was dead, and it seemed okay for you to move on with your life.
Exactly.
I got all that. I'm still not 100% convinced my brother didn't know who you were.
Oh, Luis, he didn't know. I swear to you.
Well, anyway, as far as the thing with Beth goes, I was only doing what I thought you'd want me to do if you'd been dead. And I fought it like nobody's business. The only person I wanted to be with was you. I even sent a message to heaven. I was trying to see what you'd want me to do.
I did the same thing before I got romantically involved with Brian, Antonio.
Well, it seemed like you were telling me that it was okay. Since you weren't there, that I should move on with my life.
That's how it was for me, too.
Yeah. That's just how strong our love is. Do whatever it takes to make each other happy.
Thank you. Now I remember why I fell in love with you in the first place.
It's not fair. Antonio could die if he finds out about Luis and Sheridan before he's strong enough.
But there's no reason that he should. I mean, we'll just be careful what we say around him. I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult.
So, Mrs. Wallace, how do you suppose that I can find out what people are keeping from me?
Well, that won't be hard. I mean, just ask Sheridan and Luis outright. What's going on? I mean, I'm sure they'll be happy to fill you in.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, now don't you be silly here, huh? I mean, Luis is your brother, Sheridan's your fiancé. Why would they keep anything important from you, huh?
You know, I think you're right.
Sam, I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, what's wrong? Is it Charity?
No, she's fine. It's Kate.
Hey, was she all right?
Oh, yeah. Physically, she's fine. I think something happened to her. She accused me of the most terrible things. She called me unspeakable names. I think she hates me.
Hey, listen. Kay loves you. She must be upset about something.
Oh, yeah. She can't bear that Miguel loves Charity instead of her.
Well, he has since the first day Charity arrived in town.
Yeah, well, Kay seems to think that if Charity were out of the picture, then Miguel would love her, and worse, she says that I always take her cousin's side.
She really shook you up, huh?
Oh, Sam, you should have been there. I don't know how she can feel such hostility towards her cousin, towards me.
It's like what TC and I were talking about earlier, with Luis and Antonio. I mean, Pilar is caught in the middle of her two sons who love the same woman.
It's like Charity and Kay. I just don't know what to do.
Just stick with your instincts, okay? You've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Well, that's certainly not how Kay sees it. I just don't know how it can be that something as wonderful as love can just tear our family apart.
You will be mine, Miguel. I swear it. No matter what I have to do to make it happen. I mean, really, who are we to pass judgment on Teresa when we can't even tell Simone the truth about our being in love?
Which is why we've got to come clean with Simone right away.
I'm just so worried about how she's going to react. I mean, my mom seemed so sure about that Simone was just...
She'll really break up if she finds out.
She's just more emotionally fragile than I am, I guess. And a broken heart could cause some real damage for her.
Yeah, and I'm not completely disagreeing. I'm just saying that it's going to be a whole lot worse if she finds out from somebody else.
You're absolutely right. And there is another person that we need to be telling about us pretty soon.
Who's that?
My father.
Yeah, you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. Because if that man finds out that we've really been together from somebody else, he's liable to go ballistic.
I mean, he's definitely going to think that our relationship is going to interfere with my tennis. But if he finds out that we've been together, behind everybody's backs, it's not going to be good.
There you are. Get in here right now so we can settle this. Simone, get down here right now.
How can you make love to Ben when you're supposed to be with me?
Gwen, do you want me to call Phyllis up, see if we can get a snack?
I don't think so.
Gwen.
Seems like forever since we spent any time together, so I wanted the time we spend together to be memorable.
That's a good idea.
Oh, Ethan. No.
So you can't tell me anything else on Antonio's condition? I'm sorry, Pilar. I would just feel better waiting till our neurosurgeon had a chance to look at his CAT scan. But until then, we'll just make sure that Antonio doesn't get upset and
and that he doesn't suffer any kind of shock.
You know what? I'm just going to hang it out on the line with Luis and Sheridan and tell them that I'll feel a whole lot better if I'm not kept in the dark about anything. One of them has to come clean.
Ah, and I'm sure they will. Oh, as a matter of fact, I just saw them together right around that corner. Maybe they're still there.
Okay. Thanks, Mrs. Wallace. We'll see you.
Okay. Good luck. Bet it won't be long till the explosion now. Because once Antonio finds out that Luis and Sheridan are in love, he'll want to kill his brother. And then little Missy, you'll still be an old maid, stuck looking after your old mom.
What in the hell's going on here?